Hi, and welcome to Take Time to Create. This is where we take time out of our everyday lives to create new and wonderful things. Today we're going to do another art journal page, and I'm working in my same book that I created with Finnabar. That was that class I took, and I will link that class down below. So far I have 2 pages done. I did not film this page. It is on my Instagram as just a still shot, but if you want me to go over how I did it, just let me know. But here's my blank page. As I'm working, I also wanted to show you guys on the back of each of the pages, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but I write in pencil what products I use and maybe just a little bit of detail about how I did it, maybe my thoughts or my feelings or whatever I want to do for little notes for later, because I know I won't remember, but I just thought I would share that little piece as well. To start this art journal page, we are going to watercolor a galaxy. This is just mixed media paper, and my watercolor galaxy won't be perfect, but that's okay. I'm just creating a background that I'm going to build on, and I thought a galaxy would be fun. I'm going to use a combination of paints from the Prima Marketing Woodland set and Essence set and the good old classic set. There we go. Well used and well loved, this classic set. And what I'm going to do is just create a galaxy, and any colors you have will be just fine, because just use what you have. And I'm not going to really say I'm using this color, I'm using this color. What I'm going to do is create like a nebula in the middle with greens and yellows. I don't usually do that. Usually I use pink and purple, so I'm excited to try some different colors. So I'm just going to grab some colors that I have from the different sets. Use what you have, use similar colors, great, go to town. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to use some greens and yellows and make a bright nebula, and then I'll go darker on the outsides, and off we go. Have your little water tubs. I have mine off side, and I have clean water, and I have my dirty water, and I end up mixing because that's what happens sometimes. All right, so you want your brightest colors, and I'm just going to start with this, and I want a nebula in the center, and we're just gonna go to town. A little more water. Now I know my nebula is pretty big, but that's okay, because I'm going to shrink it down and add other colors and bring it on top. Get some green. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just add, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit through this, and you'll see it. But if you have any questions or you want me to slow down on a galaxy, let me know. But I'm just going to paint my galaxy, and you'll see that I'm just going lighter, and then I'll go darker on the outsides, and then when it's completely dry, I'll come back in and add some more paints, and I'll come back with you before I dry it and before I go to town with that. But yeah, let's just get painting our nebula, our galaxy, or whatever we want to call it. Let's just do this. All right, so it's all dry now, and now I'm going to add some more colors. I'm gonna, blend it a little more in the middle here. I'm just gonna add some more colors, just kind of making it look like they all go together. Right now I've kind of got circle rows going, and that's okay-ish, but I'm adding a little bit of water, a little bit of color. I really want to keep this bright in the center here, but it's a little big, so I'm just adding just the same colors that I was using. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed on my paints, and I like to take a little paper towel and just kind of dab it up just a little bit. That helps from the pooling of water, but also it adds a really cool texture and blending to my constellations and galaxies. So I just take just a little bit of paper towel and kind of gently blot up what you when you put too much water down, when you go to town. And this one I really wanted it really with the background of showing clouds and a lot of activity going on, so it's not super well blended, and that's exactly what I was going for with this one. But sometimes you'll have some harsh edges, and that's okay. Like I said, this is just a background, and I really like it, and I think I'm going to call this good. I'm just kind of blending some of these edges together, and there we go. All right, I'm going to dry this thoroughly, and then I will add some stars, and I will be right back when it's time to add the stars. All right, so now it's time to add the stars, and it's just splashes. That's all I'm going to do. Now, my personal preference for adding splashes is to use a round brush, and this is an Artist Loft number 8, just a basic brush, doesn't really matter. I pour a little bit of white paint, and this is Artist Loft titanium white, just a little tiny bit. I probably put too much in there. Then I am just going to spray water. You want a pretty watery mixture because you want your stars to splash off the brush. And so you just kind of mix it up in your little bin or whatever you have, doesn't really matter. And I just kind of tap it. Now, I have noticed, and in my preference, I like my page to be 100% dry. If it's a little wet, the stars will just absorb into the painting. Now, if that's what you are going for, then leave it a little wet. But for this one, I want them to stand out. I'm just taking a second brush and just kind of tapping. That's it. Now, lots and lots of methods with this. Some are right, some work better. It's whatever you're going for. This is the look I'm going for right now, and it's perfect. Toothbrushes work really well. The closer you get, you'll have bigger splashes. I'm wanting to concentrate more in the center area because I feel like that's where the cluster of stars would be, but this is going all over. Hold it up a little higher, and they will be tinier. There we go. That's it. Stars. I love it. If you think, oh, that star isn't going to work, it's too much, you can always dab it with a little paper towel and it will absorb most of it and you won't really notice, but I think this is perfect. I'm going to add a little bit on the edge here because my page, you'll want to see them on the edge. So cool. Now, this is very messy. I've got splatters all over my hand, all over my table, all over my work surface, so make sure you cover your surface and make sure you're ready to go. But that's okay. I love it. It's worth it. Perfect. All right, now we have stars. I'm going to let this dry 100%. Then we will move on to the next step of finishing this journal page. All right, so this is now 100% dry. The stars look so cute. I do like this. I can show you. Now, if you want to leave the page, perfect. If this is all you're going for, that is awesome. I think it's fun to do galaxies. I have piles and piles and piles of galaxies because it's my favorite thing to watercolor, but I am going to add a little bit more. I have this little whale, and since I can't draw a whale, I have this package of bookmark whales. I don't know where I got it. I got it online somewhere. If I can find a link, I will put it down below, but I really don't know where I got it. There's a whole bunch of options, and here's just some of them. Tons and tons of options, but I picked this one because he's kind of gray, and I was going more for the gray look because it's a green-gray page. And I'm going to add my little whale, but before I add my whale, I am going to stencil on as well, and I have this It's a self-adhesive stencil, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if they still have them or not, but anything will work. And yeah, nothing exciting about this stencil, but it's kind of cool. But I wanted just to add just a little bit more and not just have my whale floating in space, because, well, he will be, but I'm adding a little detail. I'm going to use the Distressed ink, and it's black soot and a blending stick, and I'm just peeling very carefully. Now peel very carefully because I'd already ripped a few of these little guys. Just be careful. It's self-adhesive. I don't know how long this thing is going to last, but it was $1 and I wanted to try it out, see how it goes. And I'm just gently peeling it off. And I'm sticking it down here. And I'm just taking a little bit. Some of you might say, oh no, you ruined the page. Nah. Even if I did ruin the page, I can make another one, right? That's the whole idea. The whole idea on an art journal is just to experiment, see what's happening, see what you like, see what you don't like. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay. Ooh, kind of like that. All right, let's add some more. All right, so I'm gonna add my little whale. He's gonna be swimming in the sky. Like I said, this is not going to be a complicated page. I'm not adding a ton of stuff, and that's all right. Some pages are way detailed on layers on layers on layers. Other pages are just a little more simplistic. And that's what I love about art journals, is that every page is a little different. All right. And now for the final piece of this puzzle, I'm going to write a quote down here in this corner in my terrible, bad handwriting. But that's okay. It's my handwriting, and I need to put it in my journal, and it's fine. I'm just, you know, sending my bad handwriting out to all of the world on YouTube so you guys can all see it. But I really wanted this quote, and the best way to put it on there is to write it. I'm using just a Uniball Signo white gel roller ball pin, whatever they're called. I will link it down below. I love this pin. This is my favorite white pin. I love them. So the quote I'm putting on here is, "How inappropriate to call this planet Earth when it is quite clearly ocean." Arthur C. Clarke. So. And there we go, all done. Let me hold this up closer so you can see. That's it. This art journal page is done. If you want some more watercolor pages or more galaxy pages, let me know in the comments down below, or what other types of art journal pages you want to see as I continue on with this series. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my blog. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.